Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Rational Investors Daily Bitcoin Summary. This is our short little video for YouTube, probably about 5–10 minutes. Try and summarize what's going on in Bitcoin land here in a nutshell. Of course, for members of the site, as you see on the screen right now, I'm probably going to do quite an in-depth one today because there's lots been going on of late. So for YouTubers, let's get onto the charts and see what's going on. What we'll do here for today, just a quick summary of each of the time frames, and like I said, I'll go into more detail in the members section. So I got my stopwatch here. Let's make sure I try and keep short-winded here. So, as we've been talking about quite a bit lately, it's a nice counter trend rally, dead cat bounce, whatever you want to call it, back up into some pretty obvious fib resistance levels, 38.2 on the dailies off of the entire range and 50% level from year to date. So not a big surprise we ran into some traffic here. We had a nice trend line that we were holding off of these lows. We had tested it once in earnest and rallied away from it, came back, and it looked like we were rocking and rolling. Unfortunately, looks like we're slipping through that trend line, and we've got a little bit of upside traffic now here ahead of us. On the dailies, I've been talking for quite a while about this bearish momentum divergence on the dailies, and you can see we made lower highs and lower lows here just on this action over the past week or so. So, unfortunately, this just is not bullish right now. Hopefully, it will put in a bottom and start to clean itself up, but that's not the case right now. Willie, again, we've been talking a bit about this nice market structure top here. The raw number is now comfortably below that 50 level, so long and short of it here, Willie is basically bearish right now. We may go through a process of bottoming, and really, market structure will tell us what our next move is, but basically the signal is down. And same thing here with OBV, basically lower highs and lower lows. We had a big chunky red bar there, which smashed these old other red bar highs. So basically that's that big down thrust there. And then if we look at the price action in particular, we have this bear A, B, C, D in play. It looks like we pretty much come close to hitting that. We'll look at that on the lower time frames in a little more earnest. And really what I would say here's 38.2 off of the entire range. There was, lots of short setups and, lots of trading opportunities in here. And now moving averages are above us, and they crossed over bearishly, so that's going to be a little bit of pressure. 200 SMA is trying to act as some support here, so we'll see how that goes. Let's see if we can, if we have another moving average sandwich to play with here. And the recent trading range that I've been talking about, these two green lines, has resolved bearishly. So now this is going to be a major level of resistance, and you can even see today's rally has rallied right up into the bottom of that. And this is going to be a major level of resistance. And then we have the trend line way up here. Maybe we come to a confluence up here. But anyway, tough to say. Long and short of it here is we got lots of upside traffic ahead of us now. All right, so moving right along here, the 4-hour chart. We had this bat formation and it failed a little while ago. That was such a sweet little call right there. We had this nice consolidation off of that bat point D target tag. Nice counter trend rally. Basically, this was nice 50% level, so that set up this bearish bot, and the bearish bot's target was this here, and I've been tweeting lots about that lately. We came down to a low here, 578.32, and very interesting to see how that's right into this OTE zone here, and right off of this big fat trend line. I remember talking about this in detail, that there was high probability we were going to head down into here. So basically that's been done now, and off of the 4 hours, I find it really interesting here. 38.2 right now. Looks like we rallied up to a high here today. of 604.63, and that's 607.38. So I could see us move there, and of course we got the 30 SMA right there, and the 200 SMA. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a nice counter trend rally up here, and it's very interesting to see how off of the lower time frames, we'll take a look at the 1 hours in a second if we have time. We're up to about 4 or 5 minutes now for you guys anyway. How we have this nice bottoming action coming in here right in the OTE. Very, very interesting action here. So, again, if we zoom in, and we'll probably end the YouTube video here, but if we zoom in, what I noticed, just off of the top, 38.2 I think is a perfectly realistic dead cat bounce territory. That would be 30 SMA. That would be these lows, right? Probably a lot of people that either missed the original shorting, and we went into detail on the bot trade about this triple top up in here and how that was the shorting level of the bot. They would probably want to try and get back on. They have open orders, but you can imagine too, there's probably a bunch of stops sitting here and sitting here and sitting here. So if we did get rally, not a big surprise that it would be in this 630 area where the institutions will start saying, okay, well, if we do believe this is a bear, that's where we're going to start shorting, and gee whiz, what a coincidence, it's right off our big fat trend line here. So long and short of all this is, I had just posted this chart here this morning. Was this a blind OTE trade? Those that have OTE in their trading plan, I mean, you would have had to have guts to step in here and buy this at 578 area. And wow, what a trade. And there, of course, is Mr. Mountain Man's trade. There's a 61.8, and what's interesting on the lower time frames, which we'll get into in the member section, you can really see the bottom come in right off of Mr. Mountain Man's level, so it's quite remarkable. If you are playing this OTE trade, then basically your risk, and I mean, this is where discipline really comes into the game. You're risking against these lows, 545.50, right? And your anticipated reward is way up here at 654.38. And really, I would argue that your anticipated reward should be somewhere up in this OTE area here. Long and short of it here is risk has got to be less than reward, right? You always want to make sure that your average winners are bigger than your average losers. This is going to be a tough slog. This is going to be a tough battle. I mean, if the bulls are really in control and this is for real, then we got to recapture this level here, right? This more green line here, and we got to start seeing some WE action. It's nice to see that we've got this wide double bottom that we're working with, and it'd be interesting because if we can recapture this green line, then it means we recapture the buy level there. So huge uphill battle here on the daily charts. But having said that, if the OTE is in your trading plan, well, you'd be actually pretty pissed off at yourself for not being long right now. So having said that, let's go take a look at some of the other internals and whether that long trade really is justified. But we'll do that in the extended video. So anyway, you guys have yourselves a great day. That's sort of the summary of what I see going on. Basically, a nice bearish bot setup target hit. Lots of sort of choppy action, which I sort of talked about, yesterday. I thought there was a high probability we'd see some back and forth, and setups are always presenting themselves, and it's just interesting to see how this blind OTE may have been a pretty good-looking little trade. But anyway, I'll get into more detail in the member section. Have yourselves a great day out there on YouTube. All the best. Good luck with your trading, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I suppose tomorrow I'll try and do the show. We'll see how that goes. But we also have class tomorrow too, so I'm going to be pretty busy anyway. So have yourselves a great day. All the best. Good luck trading, and we'll talk to you again. Bye now.